Greetings, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is April 17th, 2019. So, yeah. I hope all is well with you all and life is feeling good. I hope that you feel like you are moving, making progress towards the goals that you've set for yourself, either at the top of the year or at the equinox. So I just wanted to get on and share something, actually just sort of like in the moment. I woke up this morning, as I usually do, around 3 something, because it was sort of like, oh, I need to make a little, I need to make a little run to the girls' room. But I couldn't get back to sleep. Some mornings I can get back to sleep and some mornings I can't. And so a message I've been hearing here lately popped up in my head because as I was laying there, I started feeling like I was worried about stuff. It's thinking about the future and just, I don't know. It's just like thinking about the future, trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work, all that kind of good stuff. You know, anytime there's uncertainty, or, you know, you've tried and failed, and so you're like, okay, I'm going to try this again. Something you really need to do, but maybe you fell short. Let's put it that way. And I remembered the reading I did for the Inner Circle, my Inner Circle at Patreon. Yes, I have to plug myself, y'all. But I do weekly readings there, and they are very in-depth. And one of the energies that spoke this week is Amen. Amen, as well as this energy of Capricorn is talking about, you know, we need to really face our fears. And so this is a week where maybe some of us are feeling like we're going to face some of our fears. And, you know, what typically we'll find out is, all power lies within ourselves. We're very powerful. So that's what I told myself. I said, look, you know, this Amen energy is about the truth. It's about standing in the truth of who and what you are, transcending the fear. And I remember things that I've told myself in the past because I'm learning that that there are some things that are mutually exclusive, okay? You're either in faith or you're in fear. That's what I reminded myself of. And the fear is, as I see it, a trick of the ego. Our ego is always trying to find a way to, you know, get us to not do whatever's going to help us to expand and operate beyond the ego. And so, you know, I told myself this morning, I was like, look, this is nothing but your ego. Really and truly pissed off because here lately, you're making choices to not listen to your ego. You're making lifestyle changes that are disempowering your ego. Your ego knows you, you know, exceedingly well. And so it knows where to go when at the right moment. And so I was laying there thinking, and I thought, you know what, you're either in faith or you're in fear. And the fear actually just really makes us stand still. We need to be standing still so we can hear what we need to do. This is what Amen teaches. Be still in complete and utter trust and faith in the higher divine consciousness that you are. It seems like we're this body, but we are the great divine consciousness in a body. It's hard to remember that some days, but maybe you don't know that yet, you know, but that's why we're here, to remember that. And so we're either going to be standing in faith and trust in the great divine consciousness, and the way we cultivate this is, of course, through our spiritual practices. And we have to take risks. We have to make that jump. So we're either in faith and trust in the great divine consciousness that it's going to take care of us, or whatever the situation is, or we're in fear. It's no in between. There's no in between. You're in faith or you're in fear. And so at every juncture, the things that you face in your life, you have to ask yourself, which one am I going to choose? This is what Haru Shango teaches us, that we live by choice. All the success gurus, they always talk about that. We live by choice. And so the question is, which one will you choose? It's no judgment, it's no judgment. But if you just really think about how things work out let's look at it like this. When I was really and truly sort of like clueless, I would have flashes of insight about this. I'd be worried about something, worried, as we used to say, worried sick about it. And then it would work out, right? It would work out. In spite of me, in spite of my worry, right? So I see it like that. And then there were times when I said, you know what? Really and truly, I've done all I can do. So I'm just going to have faith and trust in the higher universe, the laws of the divine laws of the universe, in my destiny and my ancestors, that everything is going to work out. And that's really all I have. That's my only currency right now, is just to have faith and trust that everything's going to work out. And then it does work out. And I can honestly say I feel so much better when I make the second choice, because at the end of the day, everything really does work out. If we really think about it, everything does work out. Even if the outcome was not what we wanted, if we give if we give ourselves an opportunity to really see it for what it really is, we'll find a blessing in it, So I'm just saying to you all, I'm making that choice right now. I'm making that choice right now. I don't like it when lessons get just really driven home, but what can I do? So this morning I woke up with some stuff on my mind, but what made me say, because I said I was going to make a video, you're either in faith or you're in fear. The universe is giving me an opportunity to really think about this for myself in a new way. Another thing that, especially for those of you who are watching this from the inner circle, that I did not say, but this is for everybody. With that Amen reading, we're to have no attachments. We should detach. Whenever Amen speaks, detach. So what does detached look like? Sometimes it's detached from the outcome. It's like, I know that I face something right now, that something is going to come down the pipeline regarding the situation, and I'm just detached. Whatever happens is what was supposed to happen. Sometimes we have to operate from a place of detachment when it comes to people. And so because Amen gives us this great broad perspective, Amen is the name of the great divine, and Amen is about transcending, this physical reality, and just really being aware of the oneness and understanding that everything and everybody that I see, we are all one and the same. And so if that's my highest reality, if that's what I'm most focused on, then all is one. I don't really have to have attachments to people. I don't have to have attachments to things. The only thing that matters is, walking in this greater awareness. And walking in this greater awareness helps me to realize, first of all, this is a space-time continuum. This is like a holographic projection. Why am I sitting here getting all upset about this thing? Because it's the least real reality, And so it can allow us to detach. It maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's a lot of us might need to detach from some stuff. Ooh, we are a stuffed society. Maybe we need to detach from understanding ourselves, the world, in a particular manner. I just find the more I detach, the less I feel worried. That's a benefit of detachment. So it's very important for us to detach, and you know what you need to detach from. And it's a state of mind, okay? Because sometimes detachment may come off. It's sort of like it's a what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of like a numbing. That's not detachment. When you numb yourself, or when you put something in place to protect yourself, and it feels like detachment, but really and truly it's more of like a shutdown, and it's just, a cutoff. But the attachment's still there, because bring up that person's name, bring up that situation, and the person who did the cutoff thing, they will crumble. You're detached when you feel peace. And I'm not really even, whatever I'm upset about right now is such a first world problem. But you know how sometimes you have certain ways of being that you're like, if I do this, then that's a sign I'm out of whack and I'm out of balance. And so that's what bothers me about this. I can't find my iPod. And it's an iPod Touch, very expensive, and it's a part of my business. So when I cannot find that iPod, I get so mad at myself, because I'm like, your system. Why did you not use your system? There's checks and balances that I've put in place. But I think to myself, I'm just going to detach. If I can't find it, then yeah. I feel silly when I think about there's people who have no food, or they don't have a good running water, or people who are abused. When I sit up here thinking about losing an iPod, very expensive iPod, part of my business, I think to myself, it's so many worse things that could happen. And I just, it's another example of how we need to detach from stuff and minimize, which I try to minimize. But anywho, it's not so much about me. It's me sharing. I do best sharing from my own hard lessons. This is Tyrone Milade. I hope that this has helped you in some way. Just remember, you have the choice. You can live in faith, or you can live in fear. And faith is so much better. Just trust the universe, all right? Stop doing that. That's what I'm telling myself. Stop acting that way. I'm acting outside of my true nature. And you know how what Mama and them used to say, our family, we don't act like that. Really? No. That's what I tell my kids. Our family, we do not act like that. So that's what I'm going to tell y'all. We don't act like that. We don't walk around here in all this fear and worry. Love y'all. Please like the video. Please share the video. And you can visit my website, goddessbodymindspirit.com, and request a reading there, as well as join my inner circle so that you can get these readings that I do weekly and monthly. And you're the first to get the content too, because this video will go into my Patreon inner circle first. But that's at patreon.com/goddessbodymindspirit. You have a good one. Peace.